All rifles have been safety checked before filming began. You can see there's nothing in the chamber, nothing in the magazine. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Shed Grula. Today we're going to be talking about my favorite rifle that I own, and that is a Savage 110 Storm chambered in .308 Winchester. I call this rifle my Cornfield rifle. I'm sitting on those edges and I might potentially get a 200, 300 yard shot. Very unlikely. I know last season I had the opportunity at a 253 yard shot and I just wasn't comfortable in my abilities at that time, so I didn't take it. However, I've been to the big boy range and I've taken this rifle out to 500 yards with no issues, so I'm fully confident in my abilities now. This rifle is going to be coming with me to Colorado on our 2023 cow elk hunt. I'm going with Payne Murray of Payne Murray Outdoors. Should be a good time. We're road tripping out there. It's about a 25-hour drive. A lot of practice and shooting, grouping, getting dialed in for those potential 300 to 500 yard shots. For me, my personal max is about 400 yards, mainly because 308 starts running out of steam for elk size game at about 400, but also I just want to make sure I make a clean, ethical shot. I would pass on a, just my personal ability, not to say it can't do it, but I wouldn't shoot much past 400 at an elk. That's just, again, me personally. Your mileage may vary. So I'm gonna do a little mini review on this rifle. I've had it for probably about a year now. So probably about a year. Last season was my first season with it. I've made some adjustments to this rifle since I've had it. I've had it for about a year. Still rocking the original Diamondback 6-24. I put a new sling on it. Got a Butler Creek Elastisling, Harris bipod. So you may be looking at this rifle and you're like, that looks a little funny. Let me go ahead and tell you what that is. It's a left-handed bolt action rifle. Not super common, I should say. Not every manufacturer makes one anyways. Us Southpaws, man, we have a hard time finding designated rifles for us. Man, I for the longest time I couldn't find anything other than Savage that did left-handed rifles. Now I know Ruger American has them out there now. Some Brownings are on the market, some Winchesters, but really Savage has taken care of us Southpaws for a really long time, so I'm kind of loyal to them. Does it have the best action? I think this one actually has a pretty decent action. It does have that higher bolt throw because it's a 2-lug system, whereas the Ruger American has the 3-lug. So it's a less high throw, I guess you should say. But I have not noticed. I've shot both of them and I've not noticed a difference in my abilities. This rifle is incredibly accurate. I can consistently do 1-inch groups at 100 yards, and that's off a bench. Obviously practical accuracy is going to be a little bit different. Practical accuracy, in my opinion, is what you're going to be doing in the field while you're hunting. I don't know any benches that are currently set up in the woods that are just conveniently placed for shooting deer or elk or whatever, and I'm not going to drag one in the field when I'm going elk hunting. So practical accuracy to me is what I can do while I'm hunting. So this, may be a 1 MOA gun, but when I'm shooting at a deer and I'm shaking and I just, may have ran 30 yards or something like that. Listen, I'm a big boy. I'm not built for running. My practical accuracy is not going to be 1 MOA. If you can do better, that's you. Me, I know, especially after running, because again, I'm not built for running. I'm going to be out of breath. I'm going to be shaking all over the place. That reticle's going to be wobbling. And that's kind of why I limit myself to that 400 yard shot. I know I can deliver. I can deliver the goods at 400 yards. All right, so let's go through some specifics of this specific rifle. This is a Savage 110 Storm, left-handed bolt action. Has a 2-lug floating head bolt. Really like that out of Savage. It makes running the action very smooth, as well as just lockup is solid. Stainless steel barrel, has the AccuStock, so you can see I've got this adjustable cone with this bigger scope on there. I needed the higher cheek piece to get a good proper alignment on that scope, And that's very important when you're shooting at far distances, is having consistent alignment in your scopes. And coming up front, we got the Harris bipod. I was on the fence about even running a bipod for this hunt, because let's be honest, I don't feel like laying prone in possibly teens degree weather in the snow. But the way I figure, you can still prop this up on a tree stump or a truck bed or whatever, you know. It's just a little bit of added weight. And luckily, I have a nice sling to help me carry that weight. As mentioned earlier, this is in .308 Winchester. That is my personal favorite caliber, mainly just because you can find it. And it delivers the goods. Now, there's going to be some people who say it's a little bit undergunned for elk, and I wouldn't disagree with you. We'd be running Federal Fusion 165 grain, which definitely is a better option for elk. What we've got here again is a Savage 110 in left hand. Here it's a detachable bottom metal box magazine. Holds 4 rounds. I typically only put 3 in it. Just seems to feed a little better when there's only 3 in it. I think my favorite thing about this rifle is the AccuTrigger here. I know a lot of people talk smack about them, but this thing has made my accuracy really improve as a shooter. I've noticed that even on other platforms I'm better because of this AccuTrigger, but this AccuTrigger makes shooting this Savage rifle so easy. Another really cool part about this rifle is the 3-position safety. So all the way forward is clearly not unsafe. You can run the bolt and pull the trigger. The middle safety, you can run the bolt, but you cannot pull the trigger. And then on complete safety, you can't even run the bolt. So real briefly, that's my Cornfield rifle in a nutshell. I really enjoy shooting it, and I hope you all enjoy the footage that I'm going to film with it coming up. If you like what you've seen so far, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you guys.